Hi, I'm the WanderingNewbie. It's time for more Record Keeper post Magfest. So just heads up, I'm a little under the weather. Not terribly sick, just my voice is a little messed up, mainly from yelling and a couple throat problems. But that's about it. But now I'm playing a bit of catch up here. We have the Greatest Hunt, the lock event, or a lock event. And a lot of these fights are themed around the lock. So, your friend here, the Ice Dragon, again, the scariest thing it can do is what we already are aware of from the description, and that's that it can stop your people. With proper breakdowns, its damage isn't going to be too high. Especially once you get a couple buffs on your party. The sunglasses is the strongest record materia. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. It is stealth the strongest record materia. For many reasons. Yes, unless you need to remove sleep or confuse, or you put a breakdown on that person. I haven't done that before, shut up. God, what a perfect animation. God. Edgar, the poison boy, except not really anymore. Poison doesn't exist. Poison is fake. Don't ignore the fact that we put a poison weak boss in this event. Oh, okay. So, really, the scariest thing about Earth Dragon is the fact that he will counter a lot. But with proper mitigation, that counter isn't too bad. I opted instead for Shelga, though, for his AoEs, such as Earthquake and what have you. Here's an oldie but a goodie. It's been a while since I dusted off Leviathan. Yeah, that's counter right there. Even without Protectica, only about 13k. Or 1.3k. 13k is a completely different number. That would be bad. And gross. And definitely not found in the double plus. But, as I stated in the overview description, whatever you want to call it, this boss would have been harder, way back, but there's enough access to wind and water moves nowadays that you can easily hit that weakness. That's just with 4-star moves. Once you get the 5-star, you'll really blow them up. Well, I mean, the big thing about cons is, like, if tie is any proof, you can be as preventative as you want. Something is still going to sneak through your guard. It's just on a matter of how preventative you are will determine how fucked up you get. Also, hey, V-Prisoner. I talked to V-Prisoner quite a bit there at MagFest. It was good times. I'm sad I didn't hear about the cool party that was happening in your room on the last day. Oh no, I got back yesterday. I took the day off yesterday. I slept a lot yesterday. Yeah, I caught Wine and Cube, like, what is it, 3 a.m.? Wine and Cube is when they do a cube, which is a magic thing. It's a whole thing, I'm not going to get into it. Magic the Gathering, the card game. And drink a cube of wine. Which is the thing that you can go to the store and buy. I think Apparition is the bad move here. Affliction Break would also be really useful for this fight. What I'm saying, sorry, quick aside from the Skull Dragon here. Magfest owns. Magfest is really fun every year. The boy here doesn't really seem to use his status effect move all that often. Like, really, the most brutal thing about this guy is his status effect usage. But it really doesn't seem to come out that much, so I guess there really isn't anything too scary about this guy. Got him. What? How is that thing not undead? I call bullshit. Alright, so the biggest thing that I'm actually worried about from your boy, the Ruby Dragon here, is its Piercing Holy, which, if everything goes properly, we should only get hit by once over the course of the entire fight. But, you know, we'll see. The other really nasty thing that it can do is it can remove buffs. So, I mean, we have a Shelga, we have a manual Shelga, for lack of a better word. So we can reapply that for when we need it. But the big thing to worry about is it removing haste. There's Ultimate Holy. Yeah, alright, that's not too bad. You can make that do a bit less damage with a Mind Breakdown, but yeah, Counter Scratch does about just as much damage. Go figure. Then again, I don't have Protect Gun. That would help with that now, wouldn't it? Either way, I say, hey buddy, I have 4 hit moves now. Uh-oh. We're good. Yeah, solid. Who needs healing when you just blow the boss up fast enough? Alright, time for the real shit here. So, big thing about your boy, Humbaba. So Humbaba really likes to use 1,000 Needles. And 1,000 Needles, unfortunately, does 1,000 damage across the party. Which doesn't sound like too much, except for the fact that Humbaba can counter with 1,000 Needles. So you really want to be careful with the type of damage that you try and actually deal to Humbaba, which is just a really fun name to say. I'm going to say Humbaba as many times as I can. Obviously, your boy can't counter summon damage, can't counter ninja, only does your normal stuff. So, summons are good for this. Bouncing stuff off of Reflect works very well, as shown here. And dances, extremely good for debuffing because it won't trigger your counterattacks. I like the strategy of putting Reflect on somebody that can heal themselves and just going to town. They'll handle it. I did hone up Chain Bioga to 6 uses for this, which is a questionable decision. But, I mean, we're at the point where major orbs are not as much of a commodity as they were before, so whatever, I'll live with it. And yes, accurate, reflecting chain spells has the best animation. I like that I can use the Doom Timer on Reigns to give me a little bit of an estimate of how far along I am. Okay, we're good. Hey, Kite. Welcome to Newbie's slightly fucked up post-night voice chat. Yes, see, there you go. Counter 1,000 Needles. It happens. And if you're being very aggressive with all magic and physical attacks, there's a good chance that counter 1,000 Needles will happen a lot. So, you don't want to be too aggressive. Or else. Yeah, not too rough. It's really, you just don't want to use too many attacks that can trigger counter 1,000 Needles. You get hit by them one too many times and you'll be dead. Okay. Ultima is kind of a boss of pick your poison, because it has some pretty beefy magic attacks. It has one pretty beefy physical attack. Has an attack that can deal paralysis, and then also gravity attacks. So you need to build your accessories by, like, what do you feel like dealing with? I chose, I don't give a shit about, I don't want to get paralyzed. The very rare magic team is here today. It's been a bit since I've dusted off old X-Death, but we'll see what kind of showing he puts on today. It also allows me to bust out Flare, which it's been a bit. Let's see new Flare. Yeah, it's okay. Now, this version of Ultimate Weapon is weak to fire, which is why you're seeing so much fire on the team. I'm just holding off those moves for later in the fight. The one thing I will say, while I'm not too keen on them doing the one condition fights so much lately, it does let me bring the double dance, the double breakdown dance, to a lot more fights, which it's been fun to bust that one out. Now, coming up pretty soon, we should hit the scripted Flare Star, which will be AoE, piercing, focusing energy. It's coming up soon. Oh boy. Fuck. Oh, thankfully that should be the hardest hitting move that he busts out. And one very good Medica takes care of that. And I mean very good Medica. Wink wink. Alright, time for the Void. So with the Void, Power of the Void, because it gives me a mag resistance buff, that should be fight, pretty much. unless he uses Flare Star again, which I don't think he should, scripting-wise. I'm pretty much golden from here on out. Yeah, that's full power. With the back row party, full power isn't too much of a threat. It's still not disregardable, but it's deal withable. And that's going to be a fight. Pretty much next time Terra gets a turn, we're done here. Cheers. And there we go. Oh boy, Kefka, you really don't deal as much damage, do you? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Realm is strong. This Sid mission might be a little rough. Just a little bit. Damage numbers are what I'm worried about. Although maybe I was overreacting. Now that we got resistances up and everything, we seem pretty okay. Man, I would hone up the poison moves more, just as a goof, but they use dark. They use dark, my dudes. And dark is a commodity that I am not willing to sacrifice. Well, too much. I did a little bit for this one. Ah, good. Refresh Kefka's shield. Now I need to do 0 effort. Oh boy, okay. He's okay. Rude. Please stop it. Yeah, a good Edgar with a nice poison break would blow this fight open. The multi-reflex will kill me forever. It's really good. That last one, we shouldn't even need the target. Alright, I overreacted a bit at the beginning. Just when you see your mage doing 12k less damage, I'm a little worried. I may have a bit of gear for this round. All right. We have to set up the team first, like the build here, and then we can have at it. I think you just defend, actually. I'm going to be a bit hesitant on going all out with Rasmo right at the start here. Because I want to, again, the boss isn't weak, has a bit more HP than normal. And I want to make sure I have some staying power. Oh, come on. You can't target the same person twice. You can't do that. It's illegal. For reference, the real thing that owns about Locke's chain is that it has a defense resistance down. Also, there you go. I got Tornado. It's right there. It's Tornado. You know it. You love it. Tornado. Tornado flame. God, that even max out lock. Jesus Christ. I like how long the animation for Flare is. It gives me time to think. It's like, is this the move I want to use? Yeah, it is. I'm waiting for his big move still. That's coming. Believe me, you. There it is. God, what a cool move. Yo, samurais are cool. I was gonna say ninjas are cool. Ninjas are cool too. Oh boy. There's enough samurais in the game, but yeah, there aren't. They aren't as prevalent as other classes. Oh boy, aggressive. I like it. Time for the move. Orlando, add that to that list as well. And finish them. I mean, hell, eventually they give Greg an Fire Burst, and then Greg is a super good samurai. Right now, he's just kind of good. He's still pretty good. Eventually, he becomes really fucking good. Oh, come on. There we go. 4 HP. 4. I'm getting there. Well, that's it for the lock event. Wasn't really too difficult, but what are you gonna do? There it is. Next time is the FF3 event, but the launch schedule for the FF3 event is changing a couple things. It's gonna be Wednesday events, Saturday bonus fights. So if you've been kind of setting your schedule to the streams being on Sunday. I will be streaming on Saturday now. Videos will be going up on Sunday instead. You know, keep an eye on that. Things are changing. And aside from that, thank you all for stopping by. And I'll see you next time.